All right, guys, so I want to do something a little different. Now, I don't know if you remember or not, one of my previous videos, I printed out a couple of these Grinch hands. You know, they're wine bottle holders. It's going to be cool. But right here, the bed shifted on me. So I've got to try and fill in these little gaps here. The way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to use a 3D pen. I'm going to fill this in, and I'm going to use my little Fantech rotary tool to kind of smooth it out and kind of hopefully make it look legit. Now, I just wanted to kind of go through and show you how I do it. I don't know if it's the right way. I don't know if there is a right way, but I'm going to show you how I do it. So yeah, let's get to it. Now, the 3D pen that I'm using is just a Scribe 3D. It's nothing fancy. It's actually my son's. He got it a year or so ago for Christmas. It's pretty neat. You can pick what material you want to use. Looks like there's two different versions. There's PLA and there's ABS. You can just cycle through it right here. And I'm going to go PLA because that's what I'm going to use. Now, you can control the if you're pushing the filament in or bringing the filament out with these two buttons here. You feed the filament in the end here. This is the wrong color, so I'm going to pull that out. And then there's a slider on here where you can control the speed that the filament comes out. So right now I've got it set on PLA, so it should be heating up. And again, I want to use the white. So I've got the roll of white that I used here, and I'm going to pull out just a section of it. I don't want to go too long because I want to be able to work with it, and it tends to curl up and get in the way. So I'm just going to cut off a piece here. See how it curled up on me? And I have to wait for the pen to heat up here, and then I can push or pull the filament out. There we go. Now I got it started and it's heating up. I'm sure there's plenty of other 3D pens out there. I've not personally looked into the different 3D pens that you can get, but I'm sure there are plenty out there. So it's nice that it lets you monitor the temperature of the filament here. And it doesn't let you push the filament until it's up to temperature. So can't do anything yet, so we're just kind of waiting. Almost there. There we go. Now the light changed from green to red, should be good to go. So I should be able to back this filament out. You can hear it coming out. There we go. Okay, that one's out. Now we're going to push the new filament in. Just like a printer, you just kind of go and you feed it in, and then you push forward, grabs a hold of it, starts sucking it in. And now, just like on your printers, you're going to have to purge out the old filament. I had some silver in there, so let's go ahead and purge that out. What you can do with these two is, since the end gets hot, and I'm just trying to kind of fill in these seams here, I may not even need to use any filament at all. Just kind of go around as it's hot and melt the plastic together. We're going to find out, though. There we go. Now the old stuff's starting to come out. Yummy. Okay, clean that up there. Okay, that's white, so should be good to go now. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to try to just melt it together. So let me go ahead and move the camera over that way. All right, again, so now that end is just nice and hot, so I should be able to just run it through here and melt it together. And I mean, it is, but I think I want to add some material to it rather than it just creating a hole there. And then what I can do is go back through with my little rotary tool and peel off some of that old. Now it's coming out big and thick, and there's a lot on there. And yeah, it's coming out a lot faster than I want it to, but that's all right. I can pull that material off. Got a little bit more over here on this end. All right, so I got that one done. I got one more to do. So we'll go through and just kind of get this one done too. I don't really like going this direction because I can't really see what I'm doing. But then when you come back around here this way, you can see where you're filling in. And that should be plenty. I add a little bit more here because I think I missed. A little bit more here. There we go. And that should be it with the 3D pen. I just got to kind of let this stuff cool off, and it's already cool enough that I can go ahead and start grinding on it. Now, what I didn't do last time was eject the filament, which is I'm doing this time. You want to eject the filament from your pen so you don't have to let it get stuck in there. There we go. And I'm just going to unplug that for now, set it aside, and let it cool off. All right, now you've seen all my videos, you know, Fantech. I'll drop my link down below. We'll get a little bit of a discount if you want here before the holiday season. Helps channel out a little bit, all that good stuff. But let's go ahead. Now I use the white one just because it doesn't, just so it doesn't leave residue on the white plastic. And let's go ahead and get her spinning up. Now we got a lot of stuff on here, so I'll go ahead and turn it up some and see if we can make this work. Some of these bigger pieces you can just pull off, or you can, you know, cut off with a set of dikes. But for this stuff, you want to grind her down. I'll notice too that it doesn't take a lot. Like once you really start pushing down, it really does start taking the material out. So just be careful. Just go slow and work back and forth. And you don't want to heat it up either, because it'll melt and it'll start like gooing up on you. You just want to go back and forth, and you want it to kind of just, you know, you want to grind it off. It doesn't, you don't want it to be like all melty and gooey and get all in your little grinding bit here. So take your time and work your way around it, because it will heat up. I used a lot of material here. It came out of that pen pretty quickly, and you're gonna feel like you're in art class here. And you see how, you know, this stuff melted up and it kind of bunched up and piled up here. And yeah, I don't want that. Now, luckily for me, this is textured here as part of the design, so I can go in and make, you know, textures after the fact if I do a little, get a couple of oopsies in there. What I found works too is if you grind it in different directions. You know, I'm going this way now versus just all the time going this way. Kind of blends it together a little bit better. I don't know if it's a thing or not, but it's what I've seen. You see kind of cracks in here where, you know, it's filled in some, but some of it didn't, some of it I missed. So it's hard to be able to see with that 3D pen. So you just do your best and grind it down. You get it nice and smooth, and you got to go back through and do it again, and that's what you do. Okay, now fast forward to the future, and I'm covered in PLA dust and snow. Got it smoothed down pretty good. I mean, it's not perfect, but 3D printing rarely is. Now, what I did do is I ended up switching out to the metal tip. It seemed to do a lot better job. It didn't melt it as quickly. It seemed to cut through it better than actually melting it. But that's what it did. I might go through and take just a regular big old piece of sandpaper and just kind of smooth that out a little bit more. It is supposed to have a lot of texture though, but I think they turned out pretty good for, you know, the little boo-boo that it had. Thank you guys for checking this out. I hope this helps some of you guys, and let me know if you have any questions. My link to the my affiliate link to Fantech and my discount code, everything's going to be linked all down below. I'll even link down the STL file for these guys. And thanks for checking out my video. Catch you guys in the next one. Happy printing.